Hey everybody, hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. So grateful to be here with everyone and excited for today's training. And today's topic is the 3 reasons why you may not be getting any traction whatsoever on LinkedIn. And there are a number of reasons why this could be. So we're going to talk about all that and then some in today's training. So let's dive on in. Hey everybody, so happy that you can be here with me today. My name is Scott Aaron. So as you jump on, please do drop into the comments below hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this in on the replay, please feel free to tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, whatever reaction you would like to give. Just to let me know that obviously this is resonating and it's coming through loud and clear. And again, if you could comment, I just want to make sure the feed is working. I'm checking my settings over here, and I'm just trying to see if things are working. So it looks like everything is working okay, but if everything sounds good and looks good on your end, please do drop a Y or a yes in the chat, just so I know that I don't have to edit or restart any of this. I just want to make sure that everybody is with me and everyone can see clear and can hear me clearly as well, because we got some important information to go over in today's training on the 3 reasons why you may not be getting any traction whatsoever on LinkedIn. Tanya, unseated, oh, awesome. Great to see you on here. So thank you, Tanya, for joining. So as Tanya is done, please do say hi. Hey, Jeanette, good to see you, my friend. And also just another quick announcement. My wife and I, 2 weeks from today, actually, we're doing a free 5-day workshop called How to Get Your Business Organized in 5 Days. So we're actually going to be teaching people all the conceptual ways of what they need to do to get their business organized. Assessing your current business and where it is with any bottlenecks, identifying what needs to get done each day, learning how to get organized in your business, maybe through a project management tool, mapping out your dream business. You got to have goals, right? You have to have a path to go down, and then learning the keys of consistency and live Q&A. So it's completely free. They're all lunch and learn sessions. So they're from 1 to 2 p.m. EDT, live and recorded. So no matter where you are in the world, it should be able to be attended or at least watching the replay, completely free. So if you would like to register, just drop an I do in the comments below. It is May 22nd through May 26th. Everyone gets a workbook. It will be streamed live into a private Facebook group and available for replay. So just to let you know, you're going to be prompted to join a very secure, very private Facebook group, but we will also be emailing out the replays after each day, so people obviously can get it that way as well. Completely free for you to join. You can share the registration link with anyone that you want. We have over 100 people already registered, which is phenomenal. So again, if you would like to sign up for this free workshop on how to get your business organized, just drop an I do in the comments below. Now, on to today's training. So drop a Y or a yes, or an N or a no. If you are happy, type a yes. Or if you feel you can improve, drop a no. If you feel that things are working the way that you want them to on LinkedIn, drop a yes. If you don't feel that they're working the way that you want, drop a no, or an N, or a Y, or a yes, whatever you want. I just want to take a temperature of where people are, because there are a number of reasons why one would not get specific results on LinkedIn, because again, people are looking for ways of driving traffic, and they're looking for more engagement. They're looking for better ways. So the fact of the matter is that there are things that can be done to improve the traction that you're getting on LinkedIn, whether this is generating more leads, acquiring more clients, getting more engagement in your content. And Tanya says, I'm sure I can improve. Yeah, we can all improve. Scott says, definitely room for improvement. So what I've come up with today is three, maybe there's a ton of reasons. But when I kind of took that 10,000 foot view, there were three reasons that kind of stuck out to me as far as maybe the defining reasons of why you may not be getting any traction on LinkedIn. So your network may not be growing. You're not generating conversations. People aren't responding to your messages. They're not engaging in your content. So there's three specific reasons why. So the first one is you may not understand how your target market needs to be nurtured. So I think this is something that I feel is not talked about enough. The nurture process of building a business. You know, you have to nurture people through the relationship aspect of taking them from a cold lead to a connection to a warm lead to a client or whatever the end result that you're looking for is. And what I honestly can say I have found is a big problem is that every network, meaning your product, your good, your offering, your service, the client that you're serving, the profession that you're marketing to, each one of those has a different way of being nurtured. The way that one network needs to be nurtured is completely different than the other way that a network needs to be nurtured. So in my humbled opinion, if you're targeting, say, entrepreneurs or online business owners, business coaches, consultants, the way that they're nurtured is completely different from maybe a lawyer or a medical practitioner. You have to think about, all right, this target market of mine, do they spend a lot of their time on social media or are they spending a lot of their time working? Meaning, are you going to hear less responses because they're not really on LinkedIn for that purpose? Maybe they're, engaging in content or they're responding here and there. But I think all of us, whether you're on here live or the replay, myself included, we really need to take into high consideration how our target market likes to be nurtured. This is something that I feel we all need to get better at. So, and here's the thing, we're so hard on ourselves. I'm messaging these people, they're not responding back, they're not engaging in my content, whatever the reason is, there has to be an underlying issue there. And it may not be you, it may be the way that you're going about nurturing that profession or that industry. So you have to really start doing your own market research on understanding from a business standpoint, how do I best communicate or nurture the connections that I have? Is it best to nurture them through direct messaging? Is it best to engage and nurture and build that relationship with them through my content? Or maybe LinkedIn Lives, or maybe monthly workshops? You have to start thinking, how can I huddle or how can I start to form these relationships? So there's such I would say a baseline way of how people are using LinkedIn, which is connect, message, connect, message, connect, message. That may not be the best approach for your target market. So really starting to understand how your target market needs to be nurtured is going to give you better traction in the long run. So if that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you've come on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from. And as Tanya has done, and as Jeanette has done, please do say, hashtag live and where you're coming in from. Hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay, but please feel free to tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, whatever reaction you'd like to give this. Don't forget to follow my LinkedIn profile and then turn on my LinkedIn notification bell so you don't miss any of these trainings. And if you would be interested in attending our free 5-day Get Your Business Organized workshop from May 22nd to May 26th, 1 to 2 p.m. EDT, just drop an I do in the comments below and we will get you that registration link. And Tanya says that makes a lot of sense. And hi, Sarah from Asia. Thank you so much for joining. Jeanette says, good points regarding the target market. Thank you, my friend. And Sarah says, I agree with your points as well. Appreciate all of the wonderful feedback. Thank you, everyone. Now, number two, I'm just giving some cold, hard truths here. And Sarah, I will get you that registration link, not a problem. To be blunt and honest, your content may not be good. Now, I am not saying your effort is not good. Your content may not be good. This is something that I take a look at each and every week. I mean, self-reflection, right? So this second point is also speaking to me. And Scott says, just curious if LinkedIn's algorithm pushes your content to connections that you are having messages back and forth with. Say I send a happy birthday or congratulations and they respond with thanks, and then I follow up. We have a back and forth, even if it doesn't lead to a call, which is ideal. From what I know, Scott, the only, I would say, aspect of that I know the algorithm pushes you more towards connections. I do know for a fact that within the first 7 to 10 days of having someone accept your connection request, they actually do push your content to those people. So if you have creator mode turned on, when someone follows you or connects with you and you accept, they're immediately going to ask them to subscribe to your newsletter, which is obviously good. And it's also the LinkedIn is going to actually show your content feed to those individuals for the next week to 10 days. That's why it's really important to really, hook them in and get them to engage with your content, because basically if you're in whatever content someone is engaging with, whether they like, they comment, they share, even if you click on it and view it, but don't respond to it, LinkedIn starts showing that individual more of that person's content. So that's what I do know for a fact. So I hope that makes sense. So back to my second point, to be blunt and honest, your content may not be good. And again, what I will reiterate, I am not saying that your effort is not good. Your effort is probably phenomenal. Your effort is at a 10, but the content is falling short. And this is what I mean. So I do a deep dive look into all of my content at the end of the week. And I always suggest all of you to do the same thing. So I post 6 days a week. I do a LinkedIn Live on Monday and Thursday. I do either a document upload, a template, or a regular post on Tuesdays. Wednesday and Saturday, I do poll questions. And Friday, I do a newsletter edition. So I have 6 pieces of content that are going out each and every week. And what I do at the end of the week is I kind of take a deeper look into the insights of my content. Which content got the best engagement, which got the most, I would say, insights or impressions. So what of my content was being pushed out through the LinkedIn feed most to my network and beyond. And I will take note of the topics and what I wrote and what really resonated. And then the stuff that really didn't get a lot of engagement, I'll start to shelve it because maybe this isn't really resonating with my network. But what I will say is this: one of the best ways to create better content is personally branding yourself, putting a face to the content. So what a lot of people end up doing is they end up having maybe stock photos or just general pictures and then content underneath it. And that's okay. It's better than nothing. But when you can put a face, so like a professional photo of you, a headshot, maybe an in-action photo, whatever it is, when people can start to put a face to the content, it's going to draw in better engagement. This is what I have found to be true. So the other thing that you have to understand is that if you want to create better content, You need to make sure that your content is solving problems. And I talked about this in a prior LinkedIn Live. You don't want to post just to post. You need to give people a reason to come back each and every week to engage in your content. You need to give them a reason. So whether that is providing industry insights in your content, whether that's providing industry updates with your content, whether that's providing tangible tips that can be applied to that specific demographics target market for their business, whether it's giving people some do's and do nots. So again, you're looking to be someone of value with your content. So if you find that you're looking through your content and you have a couple thousand connections and not a single living soul is engaging in your content, it's probably not good. Now, the other factor may be this. You may have the wrong connections. Actually, there's two factors. You may have the wrong connections. Meaning, you may have all these connections, but are they resonating with the topic of the content that you're producing? Is it resonating enough with them where they're going to come back each and every week? So I've known plenty of people that have 10, 12, 15,000 connections and they post consistently and no one engages. So either their content stinks and they're just lazy and they're not really putting any thought, feeling, and anything into it, or they have the wrong network that they're marketing to. Now, the other thing is this. If you do have the right target market, so you have the right connections, and you're producing content, and people are still not engaging, now you have to think about, am I speaking about topics that my target market cares about? Now, there's a simple way to kind of do that, and I call it the PSR. Problem, solution, result. So when you're producing content on LinkedIn and you have the right network that you're building, you state the obvious problem, you provide a solution, and you give a peek into the result of what could happen by having that problem solved. Now, if I was reading a piece of content that was directed towards me on that person's direct target market, and I'm like, yes, that is awesome. That's totally me. I have that problem. Thank you for the solution. And that's the pop. Now you're a person of value. And again, if it's something applicable, that person can then move the needle of their business forward without giving you a dime. And that's the thing. You have to give in order to get. You have to build the right kind of network, the right kind of connection, the right kind of content, and the right kind of relationship before any monetary transaction ever happens. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. So again, number one, you may not understand how your target market needs to be nurtured. Number two, to be blunt and honest, your content may not be good. Now, number three, I think one of the underestimated reasons why you may not be getting any traction whatsoever on LinkedIn is your profile looks spammy. Now, what do I mean by this? And just, awesome. Scott says yes. Tanya says absolutely. Sarah says yes. Abigail says yes. Wonderful. And again, if you're coming on late, say hi. But also, if you missed, my wife and I, in 2 weeks from today, are doing a 5-day workshop on how to get your business organized. So basically, we're kind of breaking apart every aspect of getting organized in your business to be more productive and profitable. It's completely free. They're all lunch and learn sessions, 1 to 2 p.m. EDT, live and recorded. Just drop an I do in the comments below. And again, we'll get you that registration link. Now, so how could my profile look spammy? Well, number one, I would say the easiest place for the profile that you have to look spammy, I would say, is in the background banner. So your background banner should be more of a placeholder, almost like a business card, in the sense you're letting people know your name, 3 key bullet points of what you focus on, and a way to contact you. So again, Abigail, I will absolutely send you that link, not a problem whatsoever. So just as an example, I have a picture of me speaking, but if I was giving a recommendation to a client, it would maybe, have in the middle of the banner my first and last name, kind of like centered to the right. And then underneath that, it would be something like connection expert, LinkedIn coach or something, and client acquisition specialist with my website, right? And that's it. Now, what a lot of people end up doing is they put too much in their background banner where it kind of looks like almost like a sales pitch from outside looking in. There's just too much going on. And you should not have your personal profile set up like a company page. Now, if you are in a position where you also have a company page, that's a company page is where you can put whatever you want, whether it's direct, it's sales related, it's company growth related. It's not going to look spammy coming from a company page because that's a company. But coming from a personal profile, it does come off a little bit spammy that way. So you want to be very simplistic, clear, but also positioning yourself, showing 2 to 3 areas of expertise with the way people can contact you, branding yourself. Now, the other place where your profile could look a little bit spammy is in your headline, right? So the people that write, oh, I could show you how to, add 10 figures to your bottom line in 10 days. Or I work with XYZ to help them increase their profits 10x. Like that's spammy. The top part of your headline should be all keyworded that's directed towards your target audience, where they stumble upon your profile and they're like, oh, this is someone that I want to be connected with. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. And what I invite you to do, I invite you to check out my LinkedIn profile just so you can kind of see how I have it set up. And if anyone goes to my website, I'll put it up here for you guys. I actually have a free profile optimization tool. I'm going to put it on the, I'll put it up right now. So anyone that goes to scottaaron.net, once you go to you'll get a pop-up and you can download my free infograph of how to set up your LinkedIn profile properly from a non-spammy aspect, because that's one of the core ways of how to get started on LinkedIn. And Tanya says, yes, sounds great. Sarah says, yes. So again, really quickly, scottaaron.net. And then again, you can get that free profile infograph. And again, anyone that says, please send the link, or says I do in the comments, I can send you the registration link for our Get Your Business Organized in 5 Days workshop. And also just to review the 3 reasons why you may not be getting any traction. Number 1, you may not understand how your target market needs to be nurtured. Your content may not be good, but also your profile maybe looks spammy. So really think about, and all of these examples, you have to put yourself into the mind and shoes of your target market client. And how would you respond to all of those things? So if all of this has made sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Again, if you would like to register for our free 5-day Get Your Business Organized workshop from May 22nd to May 26th, they're all lunch and learns, 1 to 2 p.m. EDT, live and recorded. You can watch the replays for about a week after. And Andrea, we will get you that registration link. And again, please also leave in the comments below. I love hearing back from all of you because it helps me to continue to create content for all of you. What was your biggest takeaway from today's training? So everyone, please enjoy the rest of your days. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you next time.